Guys, I just have a couple updates and stuff. How you guys doing? I'm going live here for a second. First of all, I just accidentally, and I mean that, I was just dicking around. I accidentally wrote the 8th song produced by Prophets Tomorrow in my view. It's going to be an anthem, and it'll be the song following Mayhem Ma'am, which will be the 7th song, and then this song will be the 8th song. And we're going to call it Feel, F-E-E-L. I just did a short stating the chorus of it, so I don't forget it. Plus, it's documented on my YouTube channel. The song's going to be called Feel. It's based on it's based on the 4 chords that I just made up in my live this morning with Blackie. The chords are simple, 4 chords, but it sounds like I think it'll make a great anthem. And I'm starting to write lyrics for it, so I'm excited about this. Every rock band has to have their anthem. Bon Jovi had "Living on a Prayer," Def Leppard had "Pour Some Sugar on Me," and Prophets of Tomorrow can have "Feel." And basically, I'll just say what the 4 chords are. Basically, it's E, and then A, and then G, and then D, and that repeats several times. Then it goes up a whole step, so it would be F sharp, C sharp, A, and E, and then that goes a few times, then back to the key of E where it started. And the lyrics, as I've documented on my short, so far the lyrics are, I feel higher. No, sorry, take that back. Sorry. Take 2. I feel desire. I feel higher. Ain't nobody gonna put out this fire. I feel desire. I feel higher. Ain't nobody gonna break this wire. I feel desire. I feel higher. Ain't nobody gonna put out this fire. I feel desire. I feel higher. Ain't nobody gonna break this wire. And that's the chorus. I just have to write chords and words for the verses and stuff like that. I think that'll be a great anthem. I mean, we need a fun song too. It can't all be, kissing death and I'm a black boy, or even wild. And some of them are just, this is just gonna be just a fun, lighthearted, upbeat song. So there's that. That's cool. I love it. It came out by accident today. I just was playing around with the chords and I accidentally came up with that, and I just happened to like it, so enough to even make an anthem out of it. And I don't remember anyone doing these exact chords, or much less moving it up a whole step to F sharp from the key of E. So then that's cool. There's that. So and then I had one more thing I wanted to add. I also solved a 20-year-old riddle in my mind about music that I hadn't solved till today. I mean, I hadn't really solved it. I thought about it, but I hadn't solved it. And the riddle is, if you have 12 notes in a chromatic scale, give me a number from 0 to 11, because 12 is 0 again, like on a clock. And then you have the circle of fifths or circle of fourths, but usually they call it the circle of fifths, which is that's the same 12 notes just played in the interval of a perfect fourth or perfect fifth, up or down, all through all 12 notes. What is existentially the biggest interval, the largest interval in music? Like, what's the biggest interval in an esoteric, logical, absolute sense? Well, let me just go through some of the possibilities, and then what I discovered was the answer for me. Okay, you could say an octave, but that's just a single note. That doesn't go anywhere. You could say a half step, you could say a major seventh, but then that becomes a half step by inversion, and that doesn't go very far. You could say a minor seventh, but that becomes a whole tone in a different sense, and that doesn't go far. And then you could say a major sixth, but that just becomes you could say a minor sixth, but that just becomes a major seventh. And you could say a minor, and you could say a major sixth, but that just becomes a minor seventh. You could say, and then trickier than that, even you could say a perfect fifth. But that just becomes a perfect fourth. Even though there's a circle of fifths, the fifth is not the largest interval because it also collapses down to a fourth, which dilutes it. So my thesis is that the largest interval is the tritone, or diminished fifth, or devil in music, because a tritone only reduces to itself. A tritone and it bisects the circle of fifths, and it bisects the chromatic scale. So it's got symmetry on its side, and it's the largest of all the symmetrical ways of playing notes on guitar or in music. It's the only one that doesn't collapse on itself to become a smaller interval than itself. And of all the symmetrical intervals, it's the largest one because it bisects the triangle of the chromatic scale, or the triangle of the circle of fifths, perfectly and evenly. And so the devil in music is the largest interval in music. Love you guys. Peace, rock and roll.